Alright, you guys, it is Jumbo Shark 19, and I am back at you with another Dokkan Battle video. And this time, we are taking a look at the Heroes EZA. And I just want to point out, I just recorded the community reaction video to the Hero Celebration, and I was just talking about how this had been in the sidebar. Now it's back. So it disappeared, but now it's back. Anyway, we're taking a look here. There was global data download, and it's kind of strange. Right away, it's strange because they're releasing all the EZAs this week. I believe they come out tomorrow night, something like that. But the new units, nowhere to be found. Meaning, they're not coming out till next week on the 11th. It looks like. So a little bit strange why they're starting it so early and why the EZAs are coming out first. Um, yeah. So anyway, here are the EZAs courtesy of Slightly Annie. I think he pulled these off of Dokkan Info. So yeah, I've taken a quick peek, and all things considered, yeah, I think it is the same trend as that we've seen. I think if I said, I think most people would understand when I say like they're heroes EZAs, right? Like they're pretty good. They're not great, except for maybe Mecha Kabura is like really really good. But I just a quick glance at them all. Again, aside from Mecha Kabura, he's in his own category. I think they're all all right. But I haven't seen the complete details for all of them yet. So let's hop in. Let's start off with, we'll just start up here. So I was really hyped for these two EZAs. I thought these guys had um, really potential for being really good supports. So let's take a look. So we got attack and defense 150, reduces damage by 50%, and launches an additional super for one turn. Okay, and they're greatly raising. Okay, is Vegeta greatly raising? Okay, so they're getting the greatly raise. They're gonna get a guaranteed 2 stacks turn one. Only for one turn though, huh? You couldn't give us 3. Plus an additional attack and defense 150 when there's another Goku's family or Dragon Ball Heroes category. So there's a restriction, but he's a Goku family. Okay, so they kept the Goku family support just as is. So this isn't, you're only gonna run him on a Goku family team, right? So this isn't bad at all. So they kept, I think that supports the same 50%. Additional attack and plus 77%. Launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super if there's another Dragon Ball Heroes category ally. Or an extreme class enemy. Okay, so yeah. Pretty tough restriction, because this is going to be the last batch of heroes. Like, we'll get some EZAs in the future, they said, They'll EZA all the units, but, like, this is going to be the last hero celebration. So we're not getting new cards, so there's not going to be any new buffs for the category. So, I mean, yeah, for a little bit, this isn't going to be that big of a deal. But, well, then again, what Dragon Ball Hero Goku family unit are you running? Oh, Pan. Yeah, Pan. Okay. It's the only relevant one. We'll have to see numbers. I'm not expecting good things. 50% defense raise is good, but I'm not expecting good things. 50% damage reduction for one turn is not enough. I mean, okay, you want to take this guy into Gogeta, even after, let's say you get lucky and you get two, let's say you get 4 super attacks turn one, okay? Because you can get 3 with the Dragon Ball Heroes category requirement. You got 1 here. You got your base, which is 1. You have this one, which is 2. You have this is 3, and then you have hidden potential, which is 4. With 4 supers that greatly raising a defense and 50% damage reduction, he's probably still taking damage from normals, right? I don't know. I don't know. I saw Halvard. Where's? Let me see the calcs. I do have the calcs up. I did forget. Let's see. With 6 super attack effects, he'll be at a million two. So he's at what? Under a million with 4. So yeah, he's taking damage probably. Okay. I don't know. With 6 super attacks, he's at a million two. 40% support. 2 AAs. Yeah. It's. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Vegeta. So I assume Vegeta is going to be pretty similar. So he has the greatly lowers attack, which is cool. Goku has the stun. They both greatly raise. So attack and defense 150. So he guards. Um, does it make a difference? It's only for one turn. Which one's better? Probably the 50% damage reduction's better. Probably. I don't know. I don't know if it really makes a difference. So he has it's the same exact kit except with Vegeta. And they even kept the attack here. They could have switched that to defense. Um so yeah, so Vegeta's probably looking at similar numbers. A little higher actually. He's looking at a little bit higher. Huh. Yeah, guard should have been permanent. Yeah. I think that's fair. I think they should have just given him like 30% damage reduction permanent or something like that. Because that doesn't break him. I don't know. Again, we'll have to see. I mean, the numbers are the numbers. But we'll see. We'll see how lucky RNG is, you know. That's for some people, and I've had pretty good luck with additional units. So units with additionals. I've always had good luck with that. So we'll see. We'll see. Wow, first came out in 21. Jeez Louise. That long ago already. So this is the free to play um Toa. I think she's free, right? I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. I don't remember now. Attack and defense plus 200%. Greatly raises attack and defense. Okay, we're already starting off really strong. A multiplicative 150% buff. 50% chance to evade as the second or third attacker. Okay, already pretty good. Additional chance of evading plus 5% up to 15 with each attack evaded. So you can get up to 70, 60, 65% dodge. Okay. All allies attack and defense plus 30% when there are another 3 or more extreme class allies. Okay, that's you're probably running her on extreme class anyway. So that's not a big deal at all. All allies attack and defense plus 50% for 2 turns after the character evades 3 or more attacks. Or when there's another 3 or more extreme class allies on the team, once only. So she'll just pop that right away then. Huh. So that's a multiplicative 15% buff. I mean, that's pretty good for a free to play. She's got to be free to play, right? I'm pretty sure. Additional attack and defense plus 100% when performing a super attack. All allies keep +2, attack and defense plus 20%. Changes AGL to STR key spheres when all allies are Dragon Ball heroes or crossover. All right, I think she's pretty good. I mean, 2,500,000 defense. That's with just one super attack with 40% support. Yeah, she is free to play. Okay. Okay, she's really good. Like, if you take the context of free to play, she's busted. Really, really, really good. Okay. Okay. Wow. Good stuff. We have a Pan Chan here. I have not seen Pan at all, so this is. I mean, I've seen some people say she's horrible, and I've seen some people say she's busted. So I will have to see for ourselves here. Attack and defense plus 140. Additional attack and defense plus 70%. All right, a little low there, I feel. Overall, a little low these stats. The free to play unit has more. Crossover category allies key plus 3, attack and defense plus 40%, plus an additional plus 20% attack and defense for characters who also belong to Dragon Ball Heroes. So she's a 60% support unit, 40% support to crossover. So you're again only running her on Heroes. 70% chance of performing a critical hit, 70% chance to dodge. I don't think that changed. Was that at 60% and now it's at 70? I vaguely remember her maybe having 60%, but I could be wrong. That might have changed. Plus an additional defense plus 70% within the same turn with each attack evaded. So is that like Whis where it's infinite? Because then that's crazy. That's really good. And additional 70% attack and defense, excluding herself, and critical hit plus 15% per crossover ally. So 30%, if you're running her on crossover, which you are, that's 30% crit chance. That's 140% extra stats. So let's look at Halvard. And shout out to Halvard again. Thank you, Halvard. And yeah, she is nuts. Thank you, Halvard, very much for the calcs. So if we're looking at free to play moment, oh my goodness, see the memes they write themselves. Who am I looking? I'm looking for Pan Chan here. Where's Pan? That's Bojack. Oh, here's Pan. All right, so Pan after supering has 701 defense, so she's fodder. Like she's taking damage from normals. On a full Dragon Ball Heroes team, she's at a million. After evading 3 attacks, she's at 2,300,000. So her defense after supering twice, um, even here 17, like it's that's not bad. Like that's enough to tank any normal in the game. Um, so she's dodge or die, with the supers. But she was that before. That's not surprising that didn't change. That's not surprising at all. So for being a 60% support unit, yeah, I'd say she's pretty good. Yeah, I don't think she's busted, but she's pretty good. I mean, she's one of those units, 70%. If you have really good luck with dodge, like you could just bring her off leader skill and just get dodges, right? So it's possible. It's possible. We have 5 more to go through, so these guys, I'm not holding out any hope. I thought they were always cool. They were kind of fun to run together. They basically did the same things except like reverse. So like one like lowered attack and defense, and the other one stunned and sealed or whatever. So let's see. So we have attack and defense plus 150. We've got additional attack 100. So no defense. So they're already off to a horrible start. I sound like a certain someone, I know, but they're not wrong. An additional attack and defense plus 30% up to 150% with each attack performed. So I mean, that can get up to be okay. Launches 2 additional super attacks when there's another crossover category ally in the same turn. When the target enemy is stunned or sealed. Okay, you're only running this character on crossover, so that's not a big deal. So you're gonna get at least 3 attacks. Okay. I don't know what their super attack effects are. Huh. They didn't stack, but they did get defense. Oh, everyone is greatly raising for 1 turn. Okay, and Vegeks stacks. Okay. Yeah, so they greatly raise attack and defense. All right. Performs a critical hit when another Super Saiyan 3 category ally is in the same turn. Okay, I mean that's whatever, you know, whatever. That could be okay depending. So what are we looking at here? Yeah, I mean there's no yeah, that's yeah, 1.5 max with 40% support. Three additionals getting 1.3. So that's what you're going to see most of the time. Fully built up with no other defensive mechanics. Yeah, he's not runnable. Or maybe Super Battle Road, but again, that's limited where you can run these guys, right? So this is exactly the same. Again, no defense though. What were they afraid of? So basically exactly the same character except he gets the additional with crossover, which is the same, but attack or defense down. So he should be sitting at exactly the same, 15, 24. Okay, so the AGL one's slightly higher. Yeah, so these guys are unfortunately fodder. There's no very disappointing. I thought they were cool units. Super Saiyan 3 always needs buffs, but this isn't it. Um, yeah, they really shied away from these guys. They didn't want to make them good. That's sad. That's sad. There will never be another Super Saiyan 3 Gohanks. Xeno. Like there's never gonna be another one of these guys. So that sucks. Vegeks, so he greatly stacks. So stackers always have a little potential. So attack and defense 150, attack and defense 150 when performing a super, additional attack up to 150, a chance of critical hit. Eh, that's eh. Key plus 2 launches an additional attack that has a high chance of super when there's another crossover or Super Saiyan category ally. So that's Super Saiyan opens up a lot. All attacks become critical hit and launches an additional super when the target enemy is an attack down, defense down, stunned, or sealed. So yeah, he's just very. It just depends. He's gonna stack. He could stack really fast. If you get all his conditions up, but let's see. Okay, so his first turn he could get up to 1,000,000 defense. When the enemy is an attack down, he gets a 1.2. With 6 super attack effects, he could get up to 1.8 post super. 2.8. So Vegeks has potential. Vegeks has potential. Vegeks has potential. I think. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But I like Vegeks. I think he could have some spots, especially on Super Saiyans. You could run him under the trio's leader skill. Yeah. All right. Maybe Vegeks could be cooking a little bit. Maybe like a side dish or something. All right, Meki Kabura. I've heard nothing but good things about Meki Kabura. Um, Attack and defense plus 200%. That's already a fantastic start. Attack and defense plus 100% when performing a super. Okay. And he greatly raises for one turn. Attack and defense. Randomly changes key spheres AGL excluded to rainbow. So he's a rainbow orb changer. That's fantastic. Additional attack and defense plus 25% with each key sphere. Additional attack and defense plus 100% with 2 or more AGL. Attack plus 100% with 2 or more STR or physical. Defense with tech or int. Recovers 10% HP and reduces damage received by 10% per rainbow key sphere obtained. launches an additional super attack with 2 or more rainbow key spheres. So you're on average you're gonna be getting like at least 2. Like I would say on average you're averaging at least like probably 3 to 4. Um, so there's one thing right away. There's no restrictions. So he's gonna age really well. Like he's gonna be really good addition on Slug's team right away. So right away, this guy's really good. I think he's got the damage reduction. He's got a lot of defense. No restrictions. Got a built-in additional. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn. Yeah, I think he's gonna be really good. Let's see. Let's look at Halvard's calcs. Um, yeah, 2 million defense with 40% support and 2 additionals, and 2 million defense with 30% damage reduction. Like let's just say you get 3 rainbow spheres. Like you're gonna be cooking. You're gonna be doing all right. Um, okay, all right. Very happy. They didn't fumble Mecha Kibora. All right, and then we have God Trunksu. Unfortunately, from what I saw reaction wise, looks like God Trunks. Yeah. So let's take a quick look. So they kept this, which is really bad. Makes him age very fast. Attack and defense plus 50% for Dragon Ball Heroes or Time Travelers. So you have to run either of those teams. DBH is going to be dead. It's going to be a dead team eventually. Time Travelers isn't getting buffs that often. So he's already in a tough spot. Already in a very tough spot. Additional attack and defense plus 100%. Also, his leader skill is only 180, which isn't surprising, I guess, but additional attack and defense plus 100% and great chance of performing a critical hit. All right. Additional defense plus 50% when performing a super. Creates rainbow key spheres when you have those conditions met. Launches 2 additional attacks, each which has a 50% of becoming a super if all allies are Dragon Ball heroes or time travelers. That's it. That's really, yeah, around 2 million with no damage reduction. Yeah, he can tank normals. 2,500,000 with cold judgment. That's pretty good. But that's a lot of RNG. It's a lot of coin flips. Trunks kind of is not great. I would say Mecha Kabor, like if I had to rate them really quick, Mecha Kabor is number 1, Pan is number 2, Free to Play Toa is number 3. Is that crazy? These guys are 4 and 5. Like it doesn't matter. Uh, Vejex is Vejex better than them? Like I feel like you could make an argument that like statistically speaking, he'll be better and stronger faster probably. But like he's not providing support. So if you value support more, I would say these guys are better. But Vejex might be better defensively earlier on, if that makes sense. I don't know. Like Vejex is pretty good. These guys are all right. These guys are fodder. They're disappointing. Trunks is Trunks is gonna look pretty good probably for a couple months, and then that's it. So and I don't say that lightly because I do like this card. I do like this character. I do appreciate my friends in the community that love heroes, so I don't want to try. Like I'm not trying to trash on them at all, but I don't know. They're a little underwhelming overall, except for like Mekibora. They knocked it out of the park with him, especially with no restrictions. Why they decided not to give him restrictions, I'll never, praise be. Like that's all you can say, right? Praise be. So those are the EZA'S. So they come out, I believe, tomorrow night. So yeah, so shout out to Halvard. Thanks for putting the statistics together, figuring out the defense. And then, of course, shout out to Slightly Anniversary here. Appreciate him putting the collage together. Makes it easy for us content creators. So yeah, so let me know down in the comments, you guys. Let me know what you think of the EZA's. Um, yeah, the next up we'll have to see. This was the data download, so we'll have to see what the new characters bring. That'll be next week, I guess. So until next time, you guys. It's been Jumbo Shark 19. Have a good one.